Costco co-founder Jim Sinegal comes from working-class roots in Pittsburgh.
You know, when I reflect back on my childhood, it was a happy childhood. My father was a laborer. He worked in the coal mines and in the steel mills of Pittsburgh when I was a boy.
After his family moved to Southern California, Jim attended San Diego State University.
You know, would I have been successful without having had that college education? I doubt it. I think it made an impact on me. Certainly it made me a smarter person, made me wiser. It exposed me to a lot of what was going on in the world. But I have to say that my experience at work was also a learning experience. As I was going to college, I always had jobs, part-time jobs, and one of these jobs turned out to be working for a company called FedMart that had only been open for about 3 or 4 weeks, and it was a temporary job, only supposed to be 1 day, and I wound up staying 23 years. And Saul Price, who was the chief executive officer of the company, was a significant impact on my life. He was the smartest man I've ever known in my life. He was also one of the toughest people I've ever known. He was my mentor. Had I ever said to Saul, Saul, you're my mentor, he probably would have said something very eloquent like, cut the crap, kid, and get back to work.
I've known Jim Sinegal for 18 years, since the very first day I was president at Seattle University. In fact, I remember him handing out hot dogs at my inauguration.
Well, when you meet Jim, you can sense his passion for the industry and his commitment and his personality were very compelling.
When Jim met Jeff Brotman, they hit it off and decided to create a business together.
You know, and when we're going through the process and thinking about what it was we wanted to do, we were literally making notes on napkins about how we would do it and what we would do, and drawing up P&L summaries and everything. And so yeah, the thing just kind of evolved as time went on. We came up with more ideas. Every time we met, we came up with a new idea on one of the things that we would do until we finally solidified the whole process and put together a business plan.
The Costco idea was very exciting because it involved a certain number of principles that really, heretofore, had really not been utilized.
Jim operates on a set of very few clear principles, and he just holds to them really very adamantly. He's worked his way up from the bottom. He knows what the business is about, and he sticks with what he knows is the right thing to do.
Seattle stood out for a couple of reasons. First of all, Jeff was from here, so we knew a lot of people here, and we wound up raising about half of our money from Southern California and half of our money from up here in the Northwest. We were starting our business at exactly the right time. We were able to get quality people, and that really is essential. We got a lot of great people working for us, and the concept was well received. As we were growing, as we were attracting more and more quality people who wanted to come to work for us, it gave us some assurance that we were going to be able to grow the business successfully.
And what really made it work is that they had certain principles that were very compelling. Not having carpets on the floor, having merchandise stacked to the ceiling, having fresh food, having $1.50 hot dogs and Coke.
And so we decided that if we could develop a reputation for having pricing authority, meaning that every time a customer came in and they saw a product on the shelf, that they were going to assume that if it was at Costco, it was the best price they were going to be able to find. And anybody can sell merchandise for low prices. The trick is to be able to sell for low prices and also make a profit. The quality of people that we have in our organization dwarfs everything else. We have a wonderful working staff at every level of our company. And people comment to us all the time about the quality of the people. They are amazed that a retailer is able to get the quality of people that we have.
Jim Sinegal co-founded and helped lead the second largest retail company in the United States, and he's helped to develop and bring along a whole new generation of leaders for our region.
I guess I would close with 2 comments for the junior achievers out there. One would be, if you can find a mentor, do so. It made a difference in my life, and it will make a difference in your life. And I highly recommend it. And secondly, get yourself involved in something that you can become truly passionate about. If you're involved in something that becomes drudgery, then run. Don't walk as fast as you can someplace else. If you're really passionate about what you do, you'll never have to work another day in your life.
He learned to stay true to his principles from a great mentor who would certainly be proud of what his protege accomplished. 2015 Laureate, Jim Sinegal.